trouble shutting it off. Big orchestra going. I know what I'll do. I'll just let it play out. Then I'll turn it off. Welcome to Zero Limits Club. Good to be part of it so that we can remember something. Good plan. Good, strong plan. Attempting to install a continual repetitive statement of I love you in your mind might take a plan, I'm thinking here. Figuring it out. It's funny how The Last Resort is playing as we're talking about Zero Limits Club. That's ironic right there, people. We got some irony on the set. As you can see him on the screen. Hi. How you doing, everybody? So, attempting to say I love you over and over in our minds. Nothing else to do. Kind of trims down the game. Think about it. If you're committing to the process, then all you get to think, all you allow yourself to think is only 4 phrases. I love you. You can go down to I love you. I believe that. I believe that we can take it all the way down to I love you, but it's not time for me to fiddle with the formula just yet. But I suspect that we could bring it down to just I love you. You know, you've heard love conquers all. I've heard that. Love is the answer. But what I'm finding out is that everything that happens is happening out here on the screen is coming in response to a memory that is replaying in my mind. And those memories are imbued, these thoughts are imbued with the memories and the pain of it. And so the free will here on this planet, this is what I suspect. The free will on this planet is whether to forgive or clean or not to. This is advising me to stand in front of people, and while they're talking, I'm talking to the divine, saying, thank you, I love you, please forgive me. Please erase this, delete this, let's get this moved on. So what's it going to take? Well, it's going to take full responsibility for all of it. Understanding how it goes will do that. I believe understanding the rules of the game will help me understand the 100% responsibility, because it will be one of the rules of the game that you are at cause. A lot of years we wondered how is that possible? Well, here's what I got so far, and it's all from the Zero Limits Club, is that everything that happened in the beginning. You know about this. It was all programmed into the disc, and that disc's inside us. And then it projects out onto the screen. Take a look at it. Take a real good look at it. Look at the screen today. How you been doing, screen? And it projects out here. What I'm finding out is there is no out here. There is no out there. There's only inside. Everything else is an illusion. So continuing the phrase, I love you. Rattle it off, get it on rhythm, get it on the beat. Put it on the beat, get it on the beat. That's what I'm getting out of it. Pete and repeat, we're in a boat. Pete jumped out, who was left? I love you. We're talking about using the moment. You have these moments. The next one's coming, the next one's coming. What I'm getting out of the book, Zero Limits, is that use the moment to do the erase, the great erase. You're going to need divine eraser to do it, to see what it really is, that everything's a reflection of you, that people come in response to you. I keep writing it down. Have you ever noticed, Coach, when there's a situation, you're always there for it? When there's a problem, you're standing there? That's because you are projecting it. Instead of trying to cleaning it up out here to help illness or anything in your life, more love in your life, or health, finances, relationships, they're all up on the screen, baby. And we're busy out here on the screen trying to fix the screen. What this is saying is that everything you see is yours. You smelled it, you dealt it, you know about it. If you see it, it's yours, and it's your responsibility to then clean it up. But you're going to need a divine eraser. So you're going to have to get the divine involved. That's how it works. That's what I'm getting out of this. If you try to operate through life without the divine involved, then you have a life that is with the divine not involved. It's pretty simple math formula today. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 limits. So this process, I wrote it down. The process, 0 limits. This is a book, Joe Vitale. Check it out. We're going to get the hardback cover. Why would we get a hardback cover? Because it vibrates. There's a vibration in books. I believe if you sleep with books, you pick up their information. Good night, book. Good night, coach. I like your dust cover. Thanks a lot. So I'm getting the hardback version because I'd like to get an extension on the club. We said to the 10th day of the 10th month. What I'm proposing today is that maybe we're on to something here. That's, as the days go by, I'm thinking maybe we're on to something big here. This may be bigger than I now know, but I know it's big enough to get an extension to the 20th day of the 10th month. If you want to come on the club's going to be carrying on till the 20th day. And in between time, the goal will be to do nothing except for clean up. Clean it up. The only free will that we have, and this free will, when does it happen? It happens in the moment. Wrote this down as a note to remember, Coach, that this process doesn't always produce immediate results. You might have to take days on. Maybe you have a situation or a problem. It might take days. That makes sense. We know about the 3-day rule. You're really erasing for future person. To expect immediate results in this isn't helpful. So bring it down a notch, Coach. The idea isn't to achieve results, but to achieve peace. With the erase, you will achieve peace, and then you often will get the results. That makes sense to me. To improve your life in any area, there's only one place to look. It's inside. What I'm getting out of this, people, is there is no outside. There's no outer limits. There's no outside. Let's go outside. There is none. You can walk out there and use the illusion for its purpose, and it seems like you're out there, but this makes sense to me, that we're projecting everything onto a screen, and anything that's coming is coming as a result of my projection. And if I go to the projector and take the magic eraser or the divine eraser with me and use these words, I can erase what's there. And what's left is 0, they're calling it 0, or no limits. Out here, limits. Inside, no limits. Out here, problems. Inside, that's where the fix is. That's what I'm getting out of it. You know what I'm talking about. Thanks for being on the club. Let's keep it rolling. Started the book. That was recommended. Soon we'll be reading 2 books at once here. You ready to read 2 books at once? I decided to be a reader. To get in the club. To get in the game. Something happens to you when you're a reader. Readers are somebody. Something happens mentally when you become a reader. So I'm going to start reading. Start with 2 books. See you on the next one.